was fantastic. We had a great time. We saw some very happy faces in the audience, and we were giving them a lot of rock and roll, and they were communicating back. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. You know, great atmosphere, as Phil says. You know, to see all those people thoroughly enjoying themselves. You know, there's a real good buzz here, so it's fantastic. Yeah, overnight.
Yeah, yes, it is actually. It was blowing a very heavy wind and a lot of rain, but it's nice down here. We got a lot of sun.
We're happening, aren't we? We're giving the people what they want for ages.
I'd say that's good news myself. Back then, it was a problem with the business. Record companies were going into an implode situation, and we thought, well, we don't want to get involved in all that stuff, so we'll just continue to tour and just stay on the road for a while until things calm down, and they did eventually calm down, and that's why we started again some years later. And that's really it. Oh, the next album you mean? Yeah, we plan to be in the studio early next year, 2013, and to hopefully release by next summer.
Very good. Frontier's great. It's great. I mean, it's nice to be associated with a record company that believes in what it is that we got to offer, and so therefore, hence Into the Wild has done very well. Hence, they want us to do another album early next year, as Phil's just said. And it's nice to have that bit of backup with you, so that we can get the music out there to the people and do touring like this.
Well, I don't think it's a question of after all these years. It's a business that we love, and it's our profession. That's what we do, and we put out new songs and new music to complement what went back from the 70s and the 80s and all that. And we play those songs, new and old, every night on stage. And the communication between the band and the audience is always so good and so strong. That's what drives us on. That's what drives us through every year, through every decade.
You know, when you're a proper artist, it's in your blood. You know, and the fire is there to keep creating and keep producing music. And so that before you know where you are, you start when you're 4 years old, and then suddenly you reach an age and 40 years has gone past, or 50 years or 60 years, because the passion's there. And if your passion and excitement is still there to create music and tour, here we are.
Well, it's our job. You don't tell a plumber to stop working. You don't tell a decorator to stop working. We're musicians, and that's what we do. We like to play, and we like to play in front of an audience because it's good communication for us. I think you could probably imagine that you would do it for as long as you want to do it. If such a time comes where you don't like it anymore, or for some reason it's not good anymore, then you go into the background and disappear. But for us, we don't have that.
When you're a musician, you live a dream. The dream is to be famous in a band. Yeah, that is the dream. And suddenly you fall into that dream, and suddenly you're living that dream. And so it's a very special thing. We're very, very lucky people to be in a position to create fantastic music that millions of people love in so many countries. It's fantastic. Oh, everything. You know, I mean, a shame I can't listen to Trivium. I love Trivium, you know, and Phil loves Lynyrd Skynyrd, Motley Crue, of course. I mean, you know, there's so many bands. Funeral for a Friend I used to love, you know, and it's just a shame that at festivals, this is the only time you get to sort of catch up with your mates. But even now, we have to rush off soon. We're not going to get to see some of these mates and bands, which is a bit of a shame. But we have commitments.
we have no choice. We have to get a ferry, otherwise we'll be living in France for another month. No. But speaking of France, we want to come back and play some more concerts in France, and hopefully work out a tour of France and French shows and stuff. That'd be great. No. We are very lucky in that respect, especially in festivals like today. We have a cross section of people that maybe sometimes 3 generations. The older fans, their children, and the very young, and that's we see all over the world. 2, 3 generations of fans, always so many young ones.